Today we're going to be going over the epic artifact tier list, how every single artifact ranks, and how you can utilize every single one of them. So stick around in this video because we're going to dive in on how each epic artifact is ranked. What's up guys, MEOWER here back with a brand new video. In today's video we're going to be using Tiermaker in order to make our epic artifact tier list, and we're going to discuss how every single artifact ranks, how they fare in the open field PvP battles, and we're going to rank them based on how effective I think they are. Please note that every single tier list is subjective. It is based on the opinion of the maker of the artifact of the tier list. There is no like concrete evidence on how each and everyone is ranked. Uh, Objectively, it is every single ranking is subjective. With that in mind, if you like content like this, please drop a like, share the video with your friends, and don't forget to subscribe. Without further introduction, let's start our tier list. So starting off, since we're going to be using Tiermaker, we're going to put in the gathering artifact in the gathering part, and we're going to put in the utility. Let's just name this PvP, PvE, and we're going to rank them based on S, A, and B, and we're going to put the PvE ones inside the PvE and the utility in the utility part. Okay, so starting off, the sickle is gathering. Potion of Vigor is a utility, so it's really hard to rank it outside of utility base when it comes to the open field. Next up, Homecoming Blossom, a utility artifact because it recalls your march after a certain charge up. The next one, Cloak of Stealth, definitely an A tier artifact since you can do some really nice strategies with it, especially on cavalry, since you can sort of go invisible and appear in the backline of the enemies and basically do a lot of damage when no one has noticed you coming. You can also use it to destroy buildings or even build flags or build the CF or any fortress or barricades as well. So it opens up the possibilities to a lot of strategies. That's why I'm putting it in the A tier. Next up, Staff of Spring. It will be in the B tier since healing is not as good in Call of Dragons and it provides HP. HP is a really good stat, but it's not as useful as artifacts in this list. Next up, Archer Mastery Manual. I do believe this is a a rather A tier artifact. If it provided the stats as attack, I would definitely put it in S, but since it provides defense and defense is not a useful stat on archers, it's going to be placed in the B tier, or rather the A tier, sorry, only because of its active where it grants attack by 25% for 20 seconds, which is pretty significant when it comes to archers. Next up, the Freezing Ring. Freezing Ring used to be extremely OP, but now it's a shadow, it's a shell of its former glory. That's why I'm keeping it in the B tier. And that it used to be amazing. It used to grant a much larger uptime for the shield. Basically puts you as an invulnerable. Now, as you play more, you'll have better experience dealing with it, and its effectiveness really just drops over time. That's why but in the B tier, it also provides defense and HP, both really odd stats that don't really mesh well together, especially on mages. So we're gonna keep it in the B tier. Next up on our list, the Codex of Prophecy. It's a peacekeeping artifact, so we're gonna put it in PvE. Amulet of Glory, also peacekeeping artifact, also PvE. Braid of Reproach, PvE. Giant's Bone, PvE. Heartpiercer is our first S tier artifact when it comes to epics, mainly because of how great it is. It provides some really good attack, and its active skill is pretty significant because it also has a chance to apply a physical defense break for 15% for 3 seconds, which is pretty big, and it has a 2000 damage factor, which is also pretty damn high. Magic Bomb, definite S tier. Probably considered the best epic artifact in the game right now because of how great it is and how valuable its damage is. It opens up the potential for a lot of strategies where you can just put in a bomb, then run away, put in a bomb again and run away. It's really good, and if it can really catch players off guard if they're not paying attention while they're recalling their marches, then they group up with their allies, so you deal a lot of damage where they don't notice. Next up, Witcher's Blade, the only PvP infantry artifact on this list, so we're gonna put it in the A tier, though I don't think it's that great. Next up, Centaur Ball, sorry. It's a really strange artifact. Actually, it provides physical cavalry defense and legion defense. Defense is not a valuable stat on cavalry, that's why I'm gonna put it in the B tier. I don't even have its image in my tier list, but not a problem. I will update that later. But it's definitely a B tier. Bombflinger, PvE, Eldritch of Advanced Incarnation, PvE, and finally to finish off our list, the Spring Spirit Bangle is the only cleansing artifact in the game right now. It used to be so much more OP than before, but it got gutted since it would remove debuffs, every single debuff, then only one debuff on 10 of your allies, I believe it was, or it was 8. Correct me if I'm wrong in the comments down below. However, it used to be super OP. Now it's basically a shell of its former glory. So it would rank here in the utility, and it's not even a good utility artifact. However, that's it for the epic artifact tier list. So let's recap: Magic Bomb and Arcution S tier, the Stealth Cloak, Archer Mastery, and Butcher's Blade in A tier, Staff of Prophet and Freezing Ring in B tier, and the rest is placed accordingly. Sickle's Gathering, utility for the Homecoming Blossom, Potion of Vigor, and the Spirit Bundle. And of course, the Centaur Ball will be in the B tier. I will update this tier list to involve the image of that one as well. But I do believe that's it for this video. Um, if you like tier lists like this, don't forget to subscribe because I will be releasing the legendary artifact tier list pretty soon as well in a later video. Thank you for watching. Do share the video with your friends. Don't forget to subscribe. It really helps out the channel, and I will see you in the next video. Meow meow.